Lagos, Nigeria's bustling metropolis, is a city of contrasts. Amidst the sprawling high-rises and crowded markets lies the prestigious New Horizon College, a private boarding school for the elite. With its manicured lawns, grand buildings, and diverse student body, it is a world unto itself. Zera Okoye had always stood out with her striking beauty, intelligence, and poise. She was the quintessential Queen Bee, but behind her perfect exterior, Zera hid a broken heart. Her recent breakup with her long-time boyfriend, Kelechi, had left her devastated. The news that he had moved on quickly, flaunting his new relationship with a fashionista, tore at her pride. She needed a plan to reclaim her confidence and dignity. It was during a casual lunch with her friends in a bustling school cafeteria that Zera spotted Daniel Adeyemi. Daniel, a reserved but handsome student, was known for his quiet demeanor and sharp wit. He was from a wealthy family, but unlike many of his peers, he shunned the limelight, preferring the company of books and a close-knit group of friends. The idea struck Zera like a bolt of lightning. She would make Daniel her new boyfriend to make Kelechi jealous. Zera approached Daniel with the proposition during a quiet evening in the library. She found him immersed in a thick economics textbook, nervously brushing a strand of her hair behind her hair. Zera leaned in and whispered, "I have a proposition for you." Daniel looked up, surprised. Zera Okoye had never spoken to him before. "What kind of proposition?" he asked cautiously. "I want you to pretend to be my boyfriend," Zera stated bluntly. "Just for a while, to make my ex jealous." Daniel raised his eyebrow. "Why me?" "Because you are not like others," she replied, her voice softening. "You don't crave attention and you don't have a reputation to uphold. Plus, you are different." The hesitation in Daniel's eyes was palpable. "And what's in it for me?" Zera paused, considering. "I could help you with your social studies project, and I will owe you a favor." After a moment of silence, Daniel nodded. "All right, but this stays between us." The news of Zera and Daniel's relationship spread like wildfire. The campus buzzed with gossip, and Zera reveled in the attention. For the first time since her breakup, she felt powerful. Kelechi's eyes followed her and Daniel at every event, and Zera could sense his growing discomfort. Daniel, on the other hand, found the whole charade amusing. He played along, holding Zera's hand in public, whispering sweet nothings, and sharing staged moments. He marveled at the ease with which he adapted to his role, despite his initial reluctance. Yet, as days turned into weeks, Daniel noticed something strange. Zera, usually composed and calculating, began to let her guard down. He caught glimpses of her vulnerability, her fear of being alone, her insecurity about her looks, and her genuine laughter, which was rare but beautiful. As the end of term dance approached, Zera and Daniel's fake relationship reached its peak. They were the talk of the school, with everyone anticipating their appearance at the event. But beneath the surface, tension simmered. Zera's friends, who had initially supported her plan, began to question her motives. "Are you sure you are just doing this for revenge?" her best friend Tenny asked one evening. "You seem different. Zera brushed off the comment, but it lingered in her mind. She found herself spending more time with Daniel, enjoying their conversations and the easy camaraderie that had developed. She even started to forget that their relationship was fake. On the night of the dance, Zera and Daniel arrived arm in arm, looking stunning together. But as they swayed to the music, Zera felt a pang of guilt. She had used Daniel and in doing so, developed real feelings for him. The realization hit her like a cold wave. She was falling for him. The night took a dramatic turn when Kelechi approached Zera. "Can we talk?" he asked, his tone serious. Zera glanced at Daniel, who nodded and stepped aside. She followed Kelechi to a quiet corner of the ballroom. "What do you want?" she asked, trying to keep her voice steady. Kelechi looked troubled. "This isn't you, Zera. You are not the kind of girl who plays games." Zera felt a surge of anger. "And do you think you know me so well?" "I thought I did," he admitted. "But this act with Daniel, it's beneath you." Zera clenched his fist. "You don't get to judge me, Kelechi. You moved on without a second thought." Kelechi sighed. "Maybe I did, but at least I was honest about it. Can you say the same?" His words stung. Zera turned away, tears threatening to spill. She realized with a sinking feeling that she had not only hurt herself, but Daniel as well. After the dance, Zera sought out Daniel. She found him sitting by the school's fountain, staring at the water's surface. Taking a deep breath, she sat down beside him. "Daniel," she began, her voice trembling. "I'm sorry. I never meant to drag you into this mess." Daniel looked at her, his eyes soft. "I knew what I was getting into," he replied, "but I didn't expect it to go this far." Zara bit her lip. I think I might have real feelings for you." The silence that followed was deafening. Daniel sighed, running a hand through his ear. "Zera, you are an amazing person, but I can't be with someone who isn't honest with themselves." Zera felt her heart break. She had used Daniel, and now she is paying the price. She nodded, tears streaming down her face. I understand." Daniel returned to his hostel, feeling a mix of confusion and sadness. He couldn't believe what had just happened. Zera had confessed her feelings, and he had been too stunned to respond. As he lay on his bed, his two closest friends, Chike and Toby, noticed his unusual quietness. Chike nudged him. "Hey, what's going on? You look like you've seen a ghost." Daniel sighed. "Zera told me she has feelings for me." Toby's eyes widened. "And what did you say?" "I didn't see anything. I was too shocked," Daniel admitted, rubbing his temples. I think I missed my chance." Chike frowned. "You've been crushing on her for a while now. You need to tell her how you feel." Daniel shook his head. "I'm scared she will reject me. I mean, it was all fake at first. What if she just felt sorry for me?" Toby leaned forward. "Look, man, if you really care about her, you have to try. She might be feeling just as confused as you are." Despite their encouragement, Daniel couldn't shake the fear of rejection. Meanwhile, Zera confided in her friend Tenny, feeling embarrassed after Daniel's silence. "I told him I liked him, and he said nothing. Zera lamented. Tenny raised an eyebrow. That doesn't sound right. Maybe he was just surprised. I bet he likes you, but doesn't know how to express it. Zera sighed. Maybe, but for now, I will just try to keep it friendly, as he seems to want. Days passed, and both Zera and Daniel were caught in an awkward dance of unspoken feelings. Daniel hoped for a moment where Zera might give him another chance to confess, while Zera waited for any sign of Daniel that he reciprocates her feelings. Kelechi, watching from the sidelines, felt a burning jealousy. One afternoon, Kelechi cornered Daniel near the school's courtyard. "Stop acting, Daniel," he sneered. "We both know you are just pretending to date Zera to get back at me." Daniel's eyes widened. "You are wrong. Zera and I are together because we care about each other. It's not an act." Kelechi scoffed. "You expect me to believe that?" Daniel took a deep breath, feeling a surge of bravery. "I love her. I have fallen for her, and I believe she feels the same. It's real for us." Kelechi's face twisted in anger. Before Daniel could react, Kelechi lunged at him. The confrontation quickly turned physical, and Kelechi throwing a punch that left Daniel reeling. As he fell to the ground, dazed and in pain, Kelechi's friends pulled him away, realizing they had gone too far. Daniel woke up in the school sick bay, his head throbbing. As his vision cleared, he saw Zera sitting by his bed, her eyes filled with concern and affection. Her beauty struck him anew. Her soft curls framing her face, her eyes glistening with unhinged tears. "You are awake," she whispered, a smile breaking through her worry. Daniel tried to sit up, wincing. "What happened?" Zera reached out to steady him. "You've got into a fight with Kelechi. My friend Tenny saw everything and recorded it. She showed me the part where you defended me, saying you loved me. It was beautiful." She paused, her voice breaking with emotions. "I was so scared when you got hurt, but hearing you say those things, I knew you felt the same way. I have fallen for you, Daniel." Daniel's heart swelled. "I was too afraid to tell you," he admitted, his voice raw. "But I do love you, Zera." She leaned in and kissed him gently, sealing their mutual feelings. Just then, Tenny entered, followed by Kelechi's girlfriend, Omolola. Omolola stepped forward, looking ashamed. "I'm so sorry for everything. Kelechi was never really over you, Zera. He treated me horribly, always comparing me to you and cheating on me. He was so obsessed with his ego that he never really cared about anyone but himself." Zera nodded, a mixture of pity and relief in her eyes. "Thank you for telling us. I am sorry you had to go through that." Omolola smiled weakly. "I am glad you found each other. You both deserve to be happy." As they all sat together, a sense of closure and new beginning filled the room. Zera and Daniel's relationship blossomed into something genuine and profound. They navigated their new romance with the support of friends who were thrilled to see them so happy together. Kelechi's suspension served a lesson, and the school soon moved on from the drama, leaving Zera and Daniel to explore their feelings without any lingering shadows.